The most effective and simple habits that helped me become a fluent in English, let's talk about them. Everything I'm sharing in this video is very easy, completely free, and you can start using these habits from today itself. These are what we call active learning techniques, and that's exactly why they work so well, and even though they are simple. Number one is speaking practice, the most important habit. The first habit I strongly believe every English learner should develop in regular speaking is practice. My personal rule was simple. I practice speaking for at least 10 minutes every single day. And believe it or not, I also didn't have anyone to speak with for a long time, just like many of you. But I knew one thing clearly. If I wanted to improve speaking, I had to actually speak. So I made a commitment to myself that no matter what happens, I would speak English daily for at least 10 minutes minimum. Of course, more is even better. So, how I practice speaking alone? Some of my favorite methods includes like shadowing native speakers, practicing tongue twisters, watching speaking focused videos on YouTube, and actively repeating what I heard. Sometimes I use pronunciation videos, and sometimes I followed content where creators break down movie or talk show dialogues. For example, some teachers explain scenes and help learners practice natural speech patterns. If shadowing feels difficult, or if apps and tongue twisters don't work for you, then just read aloud. Read them out loud. The goal is simple. Get your mouth and brain used to speaking English regularly. Even 10 minutes a day can create a huge difference over the time. Number two, the listening skills. The second habit is improving your listening skills, and you should never ignore this. If you plan to talk with native speakers in real life, listening is essential. Many learners can read or understand English in theory but struggle in real conversations because they cannot follow natural speech. I have met many people who understood English in writing but couldn't respond in real situations. That's why listening practice is also crucial. So, how to improve listening? The question is how to improve the listening. The answer is simple. Always start with something simple. Watch a TV series or show you already enjoy. Preferably something you have seen before in your native language. This makes understanding much easier. You might not catch every single word at first, but that's completely fine and natural. The key is repetition. Watch the same content again and again, and each time your understanding improves. You can also listen to English podcasts during travel or free time. Instead of wasting the time, use it for the learning. So, technique number three is writing in English. Writing is another extremely powerful habit. I used to write both by hand and on my laptop. The goal is not perfection, just expression. Nobody has to see your writing. It helps you organize your thoughts, find better words, and improve clarity. And to improve grammar, you can also use tools like Grammarly. So number four is vocabulary improvement method. One method I personally used was very simple but powerful. When I wrote, I often realized I was repeating the same words because my vocabulary was limited. So I would first write freely without worrying too much about the mistakes or repetitions. Then I would go back and review it, correct errors, and replace the repeated words with better synonyms. This process helped me think more deeply and express ideas more clearly over the time. It also made writing more interesting because I could literally see my improvement. So, now step number 5 is repetition. What it means? Repetition is one of the most important habits in your language learning process. Whatever you learn, you must review it and again. To remember it properly, this is especially true if you write things down or take notes. While I was practice shadowing, I repeated the same sentences multiple times until they become the natural. My goal was not just learning something once, but to fully master it. So, our next step is mindset. Mindset is also important. Because many people try to finish courses quickly just to get certificates. But a certificate is useless if you cannot actually communicate in your real life. Real fluency comes from the practice, not just from the speed. Sometimes learners hear corrections but don't repeat them, and there's a mistake. If you don't practice something properly, you will forget it quickly, no matter how many times you will do. So, after that, our next step is focus on the depth, not for the speed. So, instead of learning many things quickly, focus on mastering fewer things deeply. Take one sound, one sentence, or one phrase and practice it repeatedly until it becomes natural. This is far more effective than rushing through everything. Be patient. Real progress takes time. So, our next step is realistic goals. It's important to set realistic expectations because fluency doesn't happen overnight. And for most of the people, it takes time and consistency. So instead of focusing on deadlines, focus on daily practice. Even within limited time, prioritize your speaking and listening above everything else. Lastly, becoming a fluent is not about doing difficult things. It's about doing simple things consistently. Focus on speaking, listening, writing, and repetitions. Stay patient, stay consistent, and trust the process. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.